They were not damned. They were not saved. They were forgotten. Among the endless heretics who fell in no man's land, it was not all who died clean. Though most collapsed with heresy on their breath and hatred in their heart, their souls bound to hell with the promise of eternal damnation. There are those unlucky few who fell on hallowed ground, beneath shattered basilicas and broken mesquites, where the prayers of the dead still echoed. They died and did not move on. The world refused them, heaven denied them, and hell did not want them. So they rose, trapped, not living, not dead, but something else, stuck in between worlds. These men would come to be known as the Trench Ghosts. No Man's Land is a graveyard so vast that it cannot be mapped. For centuries, this rotted theater of war has swallowed armies whole, both faithful and heretic alike, burying them beneath endless piles of mud and ruin. But where the factions forget, the earth remembers. It remembers the blasphemy screamed over sacred soil. It remembers the relics shattered beneath steel tread and shell fire. And when it remembers enough, it spits the corpses back up, grotesque parodies of their former selves, held together by nothing but hatred and despair. And thus the trench ghosts are born, dead men in rotting uniforms, faces hidden behind cracked gas masks they no longer need, hands gripping their rusted rifles like sacred relics. Driven by instincts that no longer serve them, they gather into warbands and march in silence toward nothing. These ghosts do not sleep, nor do they rest. They drill, they march, they hoard, they kill, and they remember. Every ghost recalls fragments of their former life, ambitions unfilled, victories hollow, and dreams long decayed. These memories do not bring them any comfort. They are the source of endless madness. Thus, even in undeath, the ghosts mimic the lives they once knew. They organize, they trade amongst themselves, they enact parades, they even form armies. Yet all of it is without meaning. And when they encounter the living, be that heretic or saint, they kill without hesitation and with silent precision, not for hate, not for faith, but for pure envy. For the living can still aspire, and the ghosts cannot. And that is an envy that burns deeper than the purest of hellfire. Yet among them exist self-proclaimed kings, former heretic priests now caught in spectral limbo, ruling over fragmented subjects that no longer comprehend a greater goal. These kings spend every day in temple and courts, discussing mad self-proclaimed decrees, ridiculous orders, and vague memories now long forgotten. Yet every day brings about the same monotonous agony, as these kings fail to bring about any change to their condition or the very world around them. And so in this helplessness, they are forced to act out only what they remember the most: hatred and violence. And when these monarchs go to war, they do not march, they ride. Constructed from the husks of ruined tanks and desecrated artillery, the palanquins of the ghost lords are obscene patchwork abominations, driven forward by the tormented souls of disobedient wretches, chained to rusted wheels or ground into spectral ash to power the great engines. Upon these thrones of iron, the lords of the dead rain rusted bullets in bitter fury upon the living. Over the years, each palanquin becomes a grotesque reliquary. Heretic flags, stolen gold, paintings, and shattered saint's bone dangle from its hole like offerings to a dead god. And still the kings are not satisfied. for there is nothing in this world that will ever fill the void inside of them. Yet of course, this endless hatred and envy means that the trench ghosts do not stand united, for their vanity persists even in death, and ghost kings declare war on one another for a multitude of imagined slights. Blood feuds burn cold and slow through countless centuries, and they sabotage each other's hordes. They raid tombs of rival regiments, and no man's land becomes a silent battlefield of grudges that no living soul remembers. Even among these damned, there still exists a hierarchy, and even among corpses, there is still pride. Yet despite their lack of unity, one thing is certain across all forces of trench ghosts: they have no allegiance. They strike both the faithful and the heretics alike, because in their world there is no divine war, only the echoes of orders shouted long ago by commanders who died screaming in the mud. They are a tragedy turned predator, a memory turned monster, and the very presence of both sides, be that heaven or hell, is an insult to their lack of respite. And so they persist, for in no man's land there is no dawn, only mist, only silence, and the fleeting reprieve of killing the living. The trench ghosts do not seek salvation, they do not hope for vengeance. They fight because they have forgotten how not to, and when all of the world is ash and the last trumpet sounds and heaven and hell fall silent, they will still be marching, hateful and envious. Hey there, Hazmat here. That covers what we currently know about the trench ghosts, who by far has the worst fate of all factions. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then let me know in the comments below. You can also join my personal Discord and participate in the ongoing conversation within the community, and you can find that link in the description below as well. As always, a big thanks goes out to the Hunters Lounge, specifically the exclusive Johnny Sevens, the exclusive The Coyote, the exclusive Gitchy Boy, the exclusive War Monk, and the exclusive Rat. The VIPs: Corvo Bearslayer, Derivative, Doug Powell, Gino Lucero, Goose, Hambone, Jiminel Bob, Corey Peterson, Michael Fornell, Mortef Menace, Ryan, Slip, Stas Biestic, Sunrise Phoenix, TJ Crane, Texas Toast, and the Wizard of Copper, and of course, all the regulars. If you want to support the ongoing lore, then consider signing up as a member of the Hunters Lounge for as little as $1 a month. The link is in the description below. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.